Hey guys, and welcome back to Mad About Skin. In today's video, we're continuing our skincare showdown series that I'm running here on the channel, looking at what's good and bad in each category of skincare, hopefully helping you guys make the right decisions when it comes to choosing products for your individual skin's needs. We've already covered growth factors, peptides, vitamin C's, in fact, you name it, we've covered it, and I'll link a playlist covering all our showdowns up there in case you missed any installment. Today though, we're mixing it up a little bit, and I'm calling this video the Winter Skincare Showdown. Here in the UK, the weather has definitely turned, things are getting colder, and we all know what that means for our skin. Dryness, increases in irritation and sensitivity, and we'll often really mix up our skincare routine at around September and October to account for that. Well, I'm here to say we might be making the wrong decisions, and in today's video, I'm going to explore why. Sit back, relax, let's talk a winter skincare showdown. Now, before we get into today's video, I know that for half of the people watching this, they're not coming into winter, they're actually approaching summer. Here in the Northern Hemisphere, the weather is definitely cooling and we're switching up our skincare routine. If you're watching from the Southern Hemisphere, the opposite is probably happening. But don't worry, this video will come in useful in like 6 months' time. I would love to know though where you guys are tuning in from. So if you can pause the video now, reach down into the comments and drop your individual country flag. That way I can see where the Mad About Skin community are tuning in from and say hi to each and every one of you. Now today's video, as always here on the channel, isn't sponsored and it's never in paid partnership. I pride myself on turning down that coin so I can retain my independence. If you want to support me as a truly independent skincare content creator, the very best way of doing that is by reaching down and giving the video a big thumbs up and a like. Liking a video costs you nothing, but honestly it means the world to me because the more likes a video gets, the more widely YouTube will distribute it on its platform. So just love to each and every one of you. Now, without further ado, let's cut that waffle and delve straight on in. So you're probably used to how these showdowns work by now, but for those of you that are new, basically we start off with the positive vibes, look at what's good in that particular category and some examples of products that fulfill that. We then come on to what's to avoid, the bad things going on, and hopefully that way we can steer clear of some of the common pitfalls. Like I say, today we're focusing on winter skin, products that are designed to calm, soothe redness and irritation, increase hydration, everything that we need when it comes to our winter skin fix. So first off, let's talk about the positives, what we should definitely be looking out for in those cooler autumn and winter months. First up, let's talk winter skin serums. All the focus in the cooler months goes on moisturizers, and when we see that weather-induced dehydration, sensitivity and redness, the first thing we do is we get a thicker moisturizer. Okay, that's fine, but we always seem to neglect the serums. I actually think some of the greatest benefit for restoring skin health, hydration, and reducing sensitivity actually come from serums, not moisturizers. So before you put that new thicker moisturizer on order, think, could you be getting those results from a serum, which in my experience at least is where the true value lies. Look for some really nice ingredients such as beta-glucans, look for panthenol, allantoin, look for ceramides, make sure you're getting your fix of nice blend of different oils, all things that are going to help nourish, hydrate and reduce inflammation and irritation in the skin. My top 3 winter skin serums are these. Starting out strong with this. This is the Allies Skin beta-glucan resveratrol advanced hydrating serum. This actually only launched a couple of weeks ago. I've been trialing it probably the past 3 months and I absolutely love it. Beta-glucan is a fantastic antioxidant, but also a calming, soothing and hydrating ingredient, and you have it in here in an 8.75% concentration. That's actually the highest that I found in a skincare product, so if you really want to get on top of that dehydration and irritation, this packs a punch. It's got resveratrol, which is one of the very best calming and anti-inflammatory antioxidants out there, and a plethora of other calming, soothing and hydrating ingredients. It's a beautiful, rich emulsion, which I'd say is somewhere halfway between a serum and a moisturizer. It gives you all that added benefit you expect from a moisturizer, but in a more lightweight serum-like texture. I love that. It's fantastic if you have breakout prone skin like me, because it's not going to break you out. I've had no increase in my adult acne as a result of using this, so that's always good to know. And it's just a nice, comprehensive, all-round winter skin fix. One of my absolute favorites. It's a new one for me this year, but I know my winter skin is going to be so much better for having this in my life. Up next, we have the NIOD modulating glucosides. This is fantastic, particularly if your number one winter skin concern is irritation. If your skin becomes inflamed, irritated, redness prone, get this. The NIOD modulating glucosides just deeply nourishes, but calms, soothes, and restores equilibrium. I absolutely love this. And whilst I will use it intermittently year round, particularly if my skin barrier is going through it, it's when in winter where I really think it comes into its own. An absolutely fantastic product, which is actually one of the cheapest that NIOD has to offer, so it doesn't break the bank. And trust me, you try this and you will find that redness just disappears overnight. It's phenomenal, and this is better than any moisturizer I've ever tried. And then last but by no means least, we're talking the ceramide treatment. Well, that kind of rhymes. I just realized that. The ceramide treatment, which again, just a really nice, great way of improving the skin barrier health, retaining moisture, preventing dehydration. It's a nice all-round treatment. Now, these serums come in a range of different price points, so I'd say, you know, pick the one that most aligns to your individual budget. For me, I really love the Allies of Skin as like a fully comprehensive one, but that NIOD modulating glucosides comes at a lower price point and is particularly great for people with redness-prone skin. There's something here for everyone, but I'm just here to say, don't neglect your winter skin serums. Moisturizers are great, but serums can add something really special to the routine, and these are my top 3. Now, second, let's talk about do make some small changes. And I don't mean things that are groundbreaking, don't mix it up completely, but a few tweaks and changes can make a whole host of difference to your skin hydration levels and the level of irritation that you get. And there's a couple that I'm going to call out that I personally do for my winter skincare routine that don't need to cost you any more money. They're quick fixes, but they really make a difference. First thing I do is I will reach for a more hydrating peptide. So during summer, I use many lightweight peptide serums, which I absolutely love, keeping things fresh, light, no weight to the skin. But in winter, I'll reach for something like this. This is the Geek and Gorgeous Power Peptides. If you see, this actually comes in an emulsion. So you're getting your peptide fix, but in more hydrating emulsion. This is great because it's just going to dial up the hydration, still give you that anti-aging peptide action, but I just find it's like a perfect fix for winter skin. You can use up your existing peptide, then switch to this if you want. If you're already getting that nice dose of hydration from your peptide, you might not need to change anything, but that's a quick fix, a quick win when it comes to switching something up, and that really works for me. Also, look at your retinoid. You know, for me, I will use this during the summer. This is adapalene, which is a phenomenal retinoid, particularly for acne-prone skin. This is in its gel form. You can actually get this in a cream form, very similar price point, and that's a switch that I'll make in winter. The cream version of any retinoid is generally going to be more hydrating than a gel version. So if you're using a gel tretinoin, switch to a cream version. If you're using a gel adapalene, opt for a cream version. These are just really quick wins to help get a little extra hydration, minimize the risk of any irritation. Obviously, if you're prescribed your retinoid, speak to your prescriber before you change things up. But with that caveat aside, I think that's a real quick win people can make. And then last but by no means least, when it comes to quick wins, go for a thicker moisturizer. I know I said earlier in the video, serums are king, and they are. But once you've used up your summer moisturizer, before you repurchase it, think, could I go for one that's slightly thicker, slightly more occlusive for my winter skin needs? My absolute favorite winter moisturizer is this. This is the Remedy Barrier Repairing Rich Cream Moisturizer. Now, this is way too thick for me during the summer. My skin does not need it when it's super oily and greasy. But as soon as the weather changes in sort of autumn and winter, my skin needs the extra hydration and I will reach for this. Absolutely phenomenal. If you're somebody who just goes into dry skin overload in winter, buy this. You will not be disappointed. It works so well. It has one of those like push-up things so you can dispense the perfect amount. It's amazing. I think they now do 2 versions, a lighter and a heavy one. Go for the heavier one, which is the Rich Barrier Moisturizer. I've linked this, as I will all of the ones today, down in the description. Go for the heavier one. Your winter skin will love you for it. It's not super expensive either. Remedy do a whole host of amazing products at affordable prices. That is my go-to winter moisturizer and I love it. Now, last but by no means least on things that you should be doing when it comes to winter skin, let's talk about focusing on hyperpigmentation. Now, we've talked about reducing redness, irritation, dryness, and all of that, but hyperpigmentation can also be a focus of your winter routine. Most of us will tackle our dark spots and discoloration when they start to appear at the start of summer. However, that's the wrong approach. We should be tackling them at the end of summer when we can almost take our skin into repair mode. If you start focusing on hyperpigmentation and achieving a more even skin tone now, by the time that summer comes around next year, when our hyperpigmentation goes into overdrive, you've already got the base for success. You've got the very best skin possible to fend off that summer hyperpigmentation series. So I would say now is the time to focus on it. Go for kojic acid. Kojic acid is by far and away the best over-the-counter hyperpigmentation treatment. If you start using it consistently in your winter skincare routine, you are going to set your skin up for summer success next year. There's loads of different kojic acid serums on the market. A lot of them cost a high price point, so I actually just created my own. This is the Mad About Skin Light Chemical Peel Gel. I created this because I was sick of overpaying for kojic acid. You don't need to. This has a 2% strength, which is the most you can get over the counter, so it really packs the punch. Twice a week in your winter skincare routine. By the time summer comes, you'll have that gorgeous, glowing, even skin tone, setting your skin up for success. This is super affordable. It is currently on buy one, get one free, so if you wanted to stock up for the whole of winter, that's my little treat to you guys. Buy a couple for yourself, maybe you share one with a friend, whatever, but just put 2 or multiples of 2 in your basket, and then when you check out, half will be free. So you put 10 in your basket, 5 will be free, put 2 in your basket, 1 will be free, so on and so forth. But yeah, focus on hyperpigmentation now. Don't leave it to summer, by which point it's kind of a bit too late. Now, those are the positives. Those are things I definitely think people should focus on when it comes to winter skin and tweaking their winter skincare routine. Things that I personally would avoid, first of all, is changing too much. If you change everything, and I've seen some people do this online, change everything about your routine the second the weather gets cooler, you're just going to trigger a lot of sensitivity, a lot of overload in the skin, probably a few breakouts. Don't do it. Also, you're going to waste a load of money. Don't spend loads of money switching up your routine. Just make some small changes. Get an extra hydrating, calming and soothing serum like the ones that I recommended. Maybe opt for a slightly thicker moisturizer, which will definitely help. And that's really all you need to do. I don't want to see people reaching for like 7 new hydrating toners and trying to slot them in back to back. That's not going to work. People that feel that they have to change literally every step, you're going to overload the skin. Don't do it. I've done that in the past. It never works. Take it from me, learn from my mistakes. And another big don't when it comes to winter skin, just don't overpay for your moisturizers. I know people get in the mindset that the more you pay, the better the results you're going to get. No. You can absolutely get a rich, thick, creamy and occlusive moisturizer like this one by Remedy at an affordable price point. You don't need to be overpaying in order to get the results. This will deliver far better than any La Mer product that you can reach for, and it comes at a fraction of the cost. Just like I say, take it from me, if you're overpaying for your winter moisturizer, you're wasting your money, especially because you might want to use multiple layers. You might want to use a lot of the product in order to get that maximum hydration. You don't need to break the bank. Don't overpay, and that way you can afford to be lavish with the product that you choose. That's the way forward. Anyway, that's the winter skin showdown. Now, some of you might think this is too early. You know, we've just come into September, and maybe it is, but I like to get ahead of the game because that's where I think success lies. Make a few small changes now, then by the time the real brutal winter weather comes, your skin will be prepared. It'll be protected, it'll be fighting for you, and you'll have a lot less side effects, irritation, sensitivity. This is something I've honed in over the past 5 to 10 years of my own skincare journey, and I'm always happy to pay it forward. So let me know, guys. Don't forget to take part in our little survey down in the comment section to drop your country flag so I can know exactly where you're tuning in from and see how many of them I actually know. I'm not sure how good I am with my flags. We'll see, shall we? But yeah, get your winter skin game on point, and promise you, your wallet and your skin will love you for it. Let me know your thoughts down below, and wherever you are in the world, guys, stay safe, stay well, and love your skin. Take care. Bye.